Hello everyone, this is Jersey Lee Z, you may call me Lee, and chat's getting a little cut off, that's okay. And this is the final case of Ace Attorney. I think the first part's called Adventures. I think the second part's called Resolves. So, I'm probably not gonna finish the entire fucking thing today. But wouldn't it be sick? It won't. It won't. The Unspeakable Story. Funny how the Ace Attorney really isn't Ace in the slightest. I mean, he could be asexual and like bi-romantic, you know?
Pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistol as I cocked it, and I waited breathlessly in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared.
Who is this? Is this Iris just like pretending to be a whole adult man?
Beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smoldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames.
Doggy.
Its
Yeah,
numbling
it's
pant
cute.
and hideous howl,
Puppy.
So terrified was I that I began to tremble
It's
with fear.
baby.
Look well, Wilson, Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. For this is the diabolical hound of the Baskervilles.
Okay, that's a bit rude. He's just a baby. Her name is Princess. And she's only mauled 5 toddlers today, okay? Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flash. In that discrediting courtroom experience we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country, and in Soseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court, which was hardly surprising. Of course, honestly, a lot of shit really jam-packed into our, arrival there, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is, until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. See, you gotta do what every fucking, Asian does when they move to a different country. You gotta... not Americanize, because you gotta Englishify your name so it looks more appealing to the consumer. The building was shattered like glass. That morning, I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. I bet that boy is paid plenty for his work, right? But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Susato-san? What are you hiding from me, bitch? Yes! Is it time to leave for court already? Wait, what? For what? Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? I think I would have noticed. Dementia. I like their little, Daruma doll in the background. I wonder what their wish is. Because, if I remember correctly, the Dharma is it's usually used for, political shit, but I think you just fill in one eye, saying your wish, and then you fill in the other eye when the wish is fulfilled, right? They're probably wishing, may we do the thing that Kazuma wanted to do that we don't know the fucking... Yeah, we don't know what it was, but, just by chance. By chance. hopefully we do the thing. I don't know when I'm supposed to fill in the Dharma Eye, because I don't know if we complete it or not. I don't know. Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning. You want 5 Dharmas? So shall we go down to Mr. Sholmes' suite? Yes! Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. She's 10. She's 10, she's got a medical degree, she can cook? What can't this fucking child do, bro? Make Kazuma come back with the milk. Yes, milk and Pop-Tarts. She does, doesn't she? And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. We're not going to court today, Susato. Let me see. What case is it today? Oh my god, dementia, for real. Here we go again. Yeah, what was on that telegram? What's it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Thank God you're not missing this one. Why? Is there, like, exciting shit that happens in this one? Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about. Got out of choir? Were you good at singing? Did they give you a solo? Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Like, how do I lie to this motherfucker? Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing interesting, boring, in fact. Too self-conscious for solos? See, the real way to get a solo in choir is to be the most self-absorbed person in the choir, you know? So, like, you just gotta believe in yourself to the point of delusion, and then they will give you the solo. And, like, by association, you'll be like, oh, well, now I'm stuck with the solo, now I gotta, you know, actually be good. Gaslight yourself, exactly. Exactly, that's how you get far in life. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss yourself, you know? It was just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now that she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. Like, when I'm dying. Do you think they'd fucking kill Susato? I doubt it. I don't think Ace Attorney would do that. I don't think... Has Ace Attorney ever killed a character that's appeared in more than one case already? Like, would they do that? Sasaki-san. Once? Interesting. I suppose Sasaki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? They did with Mr. Irish accent. Well, no, he was only there for one case. He died at the end of that case. I'm talking about, like, someone that has been established for, like, more than a case. Because, like, Mia was established in the tutorial of Ace Attorney 1, but then died immediately at the beginning of case 2, right? But, like, have we had someone that's been there for, like, 2 or more cases that was then killed off? Like, I think once a character hits, like, 2 cases, they're, like, safe. You know? I suppose Saseki-san will have arrived back in Japan. Or, I suppose Saseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after that terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. But, by and large, it seems the voyage has been going well. Mr. Wonka is dead. He burned in the fires of hell. I mean, yeah. Probably, yeah. I'll miss JoJo Pose guy. Yeah, me too. He was really fucking weird. Maybe we'll go back to Japan in the second game and meet him up there. Is something wrong, Naruto-san? I was just wondering, what might have become of Saseki-san had he stayed in London, that's all. Murder. Murder, for sure. You mean, as regards Lord Van Zieks, the Reaper? Yeah, I can't help but wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. You miss Horse Guy that threw it back in the middle of the court? I'm sure he'll show up on the fucking jury again, eventually, you know? If we get people that showed up before, like, as important witnesses that are, like, proven criminals that, like, lied in court in the jury, then I'm sure we'll get fucking Horse Guy. Horse throwing it back guy. What is it they say? The one, that no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Well, like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Van Zieks is so, like, nonchalant about this. What, like, this is an off tangent, but, like, I keep hearing the kids today saying chalant. And is that the opposite of nonchalant? Is, like, what is chalant? Is it just, like, freaking the fuck out? Because, like, nonchalant is like, ugh, I don't care. Right? But, like, chalant. Is chalant, like, oh, I care a lot? Like, this is perturbing me? As a kid these days, you have no fucking clue. That's fair. When I was a kid, I never understood, like, my generational slang either. But then again, I also didn't talk to people. Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Yeah, but at least Saseki-san is safely out of the country now. Presumably that means that the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps. Chalant doesn't exist? I've heard it. I've heard it. Maybe it's a TikTok thing. Even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Like, has he been prosecuting, or is he only prosecuting against me? Because, like, if that's the case, listen, man, I've got a boyfriend already. And he's not dead, I swear to God. He'll come back. He'll come back with the milk and the Pop-Tarts, alright? Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. No, I don't think so. Apparently Lord Van Zieks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. Oh? 5 stages of grief, but we're still stuck in denial. I'm not grieving. I'm not grieving. He's out there. I'm telling you. That's my... Like, I am... Like, this is not even, like, that is a bit. The Pop-Tart thing is a bit, but this is not a bit. I do think he's alive. The Sword of Justice. This is a court game, right? Yeah. Nonchalant is an adaptation of the French nonchalant, which means not minding it. I'm actually grieving. No, I am not. This is not fucking copium, okay? This is for real, for real. This is my deduction. He's not dead. He's not fucking dead. I swear to God, that is my deduction. I'm sticking to that until the end of this fucking game. And I'm not talking about, like, adventures. I'm talking about Chronicles. I'm talking about, like, the entire, like, 2 games that makes up this game, okay? He's gonna show up in case 5 or whatever. He's gonna show up in case 5 of, like, the last fucking, like, case of, Resolve. And I'm gonna be right, and you're all gonna be, you know, like gawking at my powers of deduction, okay? It's not copium.
Yes, in Soseki-san's trial. He's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems.
Really? They may be in the process of inventing chalant. Yeah, I think the kids are inventing chalant. Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So it's not just been me who has had to face him in his recent spate of trials, then. Oh, it's just been me. Ugh, just my luck. He just wants to see me in court. Interesting. Oh! Hello! Konnichiwa, hajimemashite. Ichika Yuno. Hello! Greetings.
I wonder if luck doesn't come into
it. Japanese very good. Like, it should be better considering how long I've been trying to study it. Sorry, what was that?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Susato, you're being very sus right now. Greetings from wherever I am. Jail. Jail, surely. Or in Chris's pocket. Why is there a shovel here? That spade has been in here since we started renting the place.
Oh, that's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel.
No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade. What?
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
What? I don't want to dig a hole for myself, so let's leave it. Is this our ladder joke of this fucking game? T. You're a JP VTuber? You want EN VTuber friends? Yeah, let's be friends. Sure. What kind of stuff do you post? Like game stuff? It's spring at last and the weather is warmer now. But I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle.
Oh, would you like some tea, Naruhodo-san?
Thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato makes me from time to time, and Iris's unique herbal infusions. This place is paradise for a true tea lover. I mean, it is England. They're all about that tea. Crazy for that shit. Fuck. Sorry, I'm eating a candy and I just swallowed it and it went into my windpipe. Fuck.
Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes, don't you think?
I don't know. I don't like tea. I don't drink tea. I don't drink coffee. I drink either, you know, sparkling, like flavored sparkling water or water. And soda sometimes. Remember when the Americans threw tea into the sea? The sickest pun ever. Yeah, it was the tea sea. Or the sea tea? Is that how we got city? My god. So this is the tea set that Susato-san brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping sugar and milk into my cup when she makes it. It's just so bitter.
Tea is a drink to be enjoyed, Naruhodo-san. You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like to see you screw up your face so.
Well, at least Susato gets it, you know? Look at all this shit. We've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already.
You could tidy up once in a while.
Where do we sleep? Susato-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent tidying up is time you can't devote to the same cause. That is some massive fucking copium, dude. Clean up your shit.
And time spent on ridiculous arguments is time that could be better spent on simple housework.
She wins, but I'm supposed to be the lawyer here. Well, you know, she would also be a lawyer if sexism didn't exist. Daruma. tea is plant-flavored water? Yeah, exactly. And coffee is bean-flavored water. And I don't care for the taste of leaf or bean. Ah, the Dharma doll I brought with me from home. Still with only one eye colored in. I said I'd color the other eye once I won my first court case here in Britain, but...
But you have one, haven't you? Twice, in fact.
Because I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. I tell you what. Why don't you color the other eye in once you think I'm a proper, fully fledged lawyer?
If you insist.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's no fucking beds here. Is it behind me? The fuck is this? Ah, this must be the telegram. Let's see.
Ah! No, you mustn't look at that. Not under any circumstances.
Alright, I won't. Jeez. Like, what's in there? Like, spicy letters from your lover? Oh, wait, you're 16. I hope not. I hope you're not, like, letter sexting. What the fuck is... Like, what the fuck were, like, sex letters? Like, slutters?
I'm sorry, Naruto-san, but you can be very mischievous at times.
Then put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. Yeah, hopefully... I mean, I don't think you can deliver porn via telegram. I don't think that's how it works, honestly. We were rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns we put in there are doing rather well, and the anemones, too.
It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea behind glass inside your room.
Do you not have aquariums in Japan? Okay.
Another example of Great Britain's greatness.
Having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great, though, is it? How do you even clean... Like, how do you clean water out with anemones? Do you have to, like, pry the anemone off? Interesting. Asleep on the floor? Maybe. I mean, have you seen, what the fuck are they called? Futons. Like, they basically fucking sleep on the floor. It's just, like, a blanket underneath. You know, I've never seen inside your room there, Susato-san. Oh, that's her room. So I sleep on the floor here. And Susato sleeps on, like, in a separate room. I've never even peeped inside.
I should think so, too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know?
Whatever you say, young maiden. Not interested anyway. Are you kidding me? We don't have... I guess it's not even a step ladder, so we can't have the argument. Hey, you want to look at my armband? You like to sleep on the floor? Sometimes it's good, other times it's fucking horrible. Like sometimes it's like, oh yeah, like sleeping on the floor really fixed my posture, right? Like really fixed my back. If you sleep like the dead on the floor, right? But like I toss and turn. So sometimes if I sleep on the floor, I end up like rolling onto my side and I wake up in the most uncomfortable, like it's not my body anymore. Like that kind of discomfort.
It means a great deal to me, you know? That you cherish his armband so and wear it each time you appear in court.
Well, it's very important to me. It's what shows that I'm a lawyer. And whenever I wear it, I feel as though it gives me strength through Kazuma. I absolutely can't be without it, especially when I'm at a critical point in a trial. Fave streamers on the floor. You know, like on purpose sometimes.
But just the other day I noticed you wearing it when we went to visit the park.
Well, sometimes I forget to take it off, and sometimes I want to have a casual little date with Kazuma, even though he's not here, but he's coming back, you know? Sholmes is sweet. Breakfast. Sholmes is sweet.
Oh, morning, Runa. Morning, Susie.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? No, this is traumatic. This is traumatic. I used to play violin. This is what practice was. What the fuck? This is fucked up. You can't fucking hit me with this sound. This is fucked up. What the hell? Who approved this BGM? Sholmes, I'm sure. Because I think, like Sherlock Holmes plays the violin and he plays it good. He plays it well. Sherlock Sholmes, though!
Good morning, Iris.
Iris?
What is it, Runa?
What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. He tried to... Wait, is he trying to play something? I have no idea what the fuck he's trying to play.
Yes. You noticed that, did you?
There he is!
Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems.
Does he have a good form? Oh, he's sad. He's depression. Oh yeah, we get more like no hat Sholmes. So that's fun. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes?
Good morning. Oof. A good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You recognize the badly played music? It's used during Queen events? Oh, is that like what, like, is that not tyranny? Like, is that treason against the throne? Playing, like, the Queen's theme that badly? You look miserable, and, the way you were playing the violin before was really bad. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this blanched existence! That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much trouble. Kitty. Emotional support cat. Wait, you guys installed a cat door? Oh, look, it's Wagahai. Fuck Herlock Sholmes. There's a kitty. Oh my god, he has Saseki's fucking necktie, like bow tie. That's so fucking cute. What the hell?
Good morning, boy.
Meow. Fuck Sholmes. That must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. How did it get there? Holy shit, cat!
Well then, everyone, time for well then, everyone, time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris.
Oh, it would indeed be a fine day to die. Ah, I knew something looked different. Oh, shit. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. Yeah, I just noticed that. Wasn't there a giant fucking thing on his desk? I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was a giant thing. You okay, man? Wanting to die. Why has he got an elf shoe in the background? You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, this violin sung like a dawn chorus. Its melissonant tones would make flowers bloom. What? Because right now, like, you do kind of sound like, you know, someone that has been playing for approximately 3 days? But now, the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. Thank you.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
For hours I have bowed, for days even, through the night I have endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone, gone forever, no more recitals of unbridled emotion!
Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley?
Oh, is he sad because he sucks at violin? Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man, next they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh, dear. Ah! Why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have for the, if they take the turn I have for the violin from me, what is left, for pity's sake? What is left? I mean, you're hot. You're hot, and you can sort of make deductions, even if they're always wrong. Deduction, perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? Well, he's bad at that, Rinosuke, okay? Yeah, what's that giant fucking thing, and why is it gone?
Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but your desk looks rather empty today.
Ah, well done, Miss Usato. Your observational skills do you credit.
Oh, no, Mr. Sholmes. They pale into insignificance when compared to yours.
Why do you keep praising this guy? We've seen how fucking stupid he is, Susato. You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you?
Oh, you mean Hurley's great analytoscope? That's a Winterbanks now.
At who's he what's it now? Sorry, it's at a windy bank?
No, Winterbanks. The pawnbrokery.
Oh, are you guys broke? I thought you made good money from your things. From your, like, the Rants magazine.
Pawn what?
You mean you pawned that enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see. Quite undeservingly.
But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate.
With what money, Susato? We were gonna go broke in a week if they hadn't housed us.
I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you.
Dear madam,
Things are far from desperate. But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate? Making use of a pawnbroker is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you.
Iris looks like some sort of Pokemon trainer. Yeah, I could see Iris, I could see Iris, like, in, like, Galar, because she's British, you know? And also steampunk. It is. Doesn't sound ordinary at all.
It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works.
Oh, what's to understand exactly? I mean, you give them your thing as collateral, they give you a loan, and then you come back with the money later, and you get your thing back. But if you don't, you know, if you don't have the money to get the thing back, they just put it on sale. That's what I assume. I don't actually use pawnbroker shits. What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works?
To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks.
Oh, really? Why? Don't you have banks?
Banks? On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to the pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week.
And then on Saturdays, they go to recover the things using the money they've earned.
I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us.
You know, I think people usually just use it to sell shit they don't want anymore.
Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London.
And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise.
Sholmes, can you perk up?
Oh, how ingenious. So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Winterbanks, you see.
Oof, but doesn't he need that?
A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault.
Wait, so it's more secure than an actual bank? Would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain. Sholmes, get over it. Wait, hold on. I think I still have that logo. Do I have it? I do. There we go. That's gonna stay there until Sholmes gets over it.
Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley?
What does it matter? The world is dead to me now.
Okay. Whatever, dude. What's up with the fucking elf shoe? I need to know. Fire's burning comfortably in the grate again today. It's a very different feeling to a Japanese hibachi somehow.
Oh, look at that photographic print of a lady displayed on the mantelpiece. Could it be? Yes, it must be. It's the woman. Oh, how exciting.
Is that supposed to mean something to me? The woman? Oh, I got an achievement for that. For having examined the fireplace, I don't know, in Mr. Sholmes' suite whilst with Susato in episode 5. Okay, cool. The woman like Irene Adler? What's all this shit? These are all mementos of Mr. Sholmes' past cases, I think. If he'd been involved in my case, I wonder if the beefsteak from Le Carnival would be on display here. Ew.
A mystery shoe, a curious hammer, some mysterious dancing men, a bust of Napoleon.
I haven't actually read the Sherlock Holmes collection, but I do know vaguely about the dancing men. It's like a language, right?
Ah, what an entrancing collection.
It looks like an untidy assortment of junk to me, rather like what's on my own shelves.
Well, you really ought to learn to keep your things in order, Mr. Naruhodo.
Okay, that's a little playing favorites, isn't it, Susato? No favoritism there at all. Rude. Wagahai. Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled into his new home then.
Oh yes, and have become very attached to little Waggy.
You have the strangest nicknames. Hurley, Waggy, Runo, and Susie. Susie is the most, like, normal one. But, like, Runo is nowhere in my name. Fucking Waggy.
It would appear his previous owner has completely forgotten to him.
I mean, he's wearing the bow tie, at least.
Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their muse is empty as the hearts of the muses.
That's not very nice, Sholmes. Take that back before, you know, every internet user that loves cats, which is most of them, you know, gets on your ass for that. Aww!
If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place.
I don't think he kept him, honestly. I think Wagahai was just, like, living there also amongst the books. You name a cat Runo if it gave you the vibes. You once named a cat Typo. Typo is a good name for a cat. Give me the cutie! Sholmes, you're gonna be cancelled. Exactly. I expect he would have taken him if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience. Yeah. Well, just hide it in your briefcase, you know?
And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Like murder.
Well, I don't mind, because Waggy is adorable.
Meow. Yeah, he really is. Oh, yeah, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where'd that come from?
Oh, you notice? You are observant, Runo. Look, I use this. It's my latest invention.
Fuck is that? It looks like something that's gonna, like, flash me. You know, like a fucking camera flash, but just the flash. What is that?
I call it the cat flapper mat.
Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats.
I'm sure this is gonna be relevant later in the case.
My latest invention, the flashbang.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts!
That's right. It can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds.
What about a big furry friend? Some of my furry friends are large people. I guess they just use the door, huh?
And it can do it on any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see.
Wouldn't it have been quicker to just make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat flap? It's about automation, Rinosuke, okay?
Well, yes, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us in the door of our office upstairs, Iris.
She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Unnecessary, if you will. Ah, meow. If you want a door that flaps, you'd replace a door with curtains. Get those, like, fucking beads. Get those beads that always get tangled. Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Wagahai? What happened?
What was that?
Oh no! Wakahai's tangled up in your violin!
How? Bitch, how? How the fuck do you get tangled up in a violin?
I think he thinks it's a toy.
No, what's he doing to it? Oh my god, that's a Strad! No! It's a Stradivarius! That shit's like $10,000!
Oh dear! Mr. Sholmes' precious violin.
Why should I care?
What?
I shouldn't be surprised. If the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now.
Dude. Dude.
Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he?
Is it because he can't play? Or is it because of some other reason?
Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley?
Wagahai got the zoomies, exactly. Out of the cat's reach, if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. Oh, cute! What the fuck? I've never seen Iris's side of the room before. I didn't know it went this far. Oh, she's got equations up. This is where Iris notes down ideas, isn't it? Let's see, what does it say today? The Boscombe Valley Mystery. What?
Oh, how intriguing! It must be the title of Iris's latest work. Oh my! I wonder what fantastic tale awaits us.
Susato-san looks like an angel, but I bet she's dreaming of the most unsavory crime you could imagine. Susato is that true crime girly, you know? She is very much the consumes way too much true crime girly to the point of concern. Medicine. That's a charming little white shelf and full of charming little bottles too. But the contents of them aren't quite so charming, it seems.
Science is the future, Mr. Naruhodo. You can't deny it. I'm saving my money so that I can buy some chemistry apparatus as well.
What? Law, chemistry, takedown throws, what diverse skills you boast, Miss Susato. Like, talk about Renaissance man, or Renaissance woman.
As useful as they are, I'm not sure what my throwing skills are worthy of inclusion. I'm not sure that my throwing skills are worthy of inclusion in that list.
I think they're worthy. The fuck? Iris's beautiful tea set is there on the table as usual. A cup of one of her special herbal blends always helps me to relax when I'm feeling the strain.
The English pastime of tea has many similarities with our own tea ceremony customs, don't you think? It's the idea of hospitality behind it. That's the essence of tea.
Typewriter. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Iris doing much writing recently. But there's a paper already set up in the typewriter, look, as if she's about to start.
That reminds me, when I mentioned that Iris was in the process of writing a full-fledged novel, Mr. Natsume was most impressed.
Ah, yeah, Mr. Natsume.
That's what I'll be doing too once I'm back in Japan, he said through tightly clenched fists and teeth.
How many times has Susato tossed someone anyways? Probably at least 12. And like at least all of them were me. Books. Chair. More book. More nothing. Okay. I think we're good here. Let's check out this violin. Oh, fuck. Oh, the cat fucked up his strad. I'm so sorry. So this is the violin, is it? Oh my god, it actually is a strad. What the fuck? No! No, that's fucked up. Those things are actually so fucking expensive. No! That shit's like $10,000. No fucking shot, bro. Wait, why did you pawn the machine? Why didn't you pawn... I guess he wanted to play it, but like...
It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier, Antonio Stradivari.
Oh, I see. Doesn't really look like anything special to me.
I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings.
How honorable of you.
And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made.
I'm sorry, the performance before was supposed to be Paganini-inspired?
I ask you, is there a reason to live in this world devoid of music? To tolerate its blanched existence? No!
You know, I'm starting to think that maybe they wanted to cut out, like, the part of of Sherlock Holmes that was like, oh, I am a substance abuser, and made him just really obsessed with violin, like, with music to the point where it's like, oh, if I sound bad today, I go into withdrawal-like symptoms. Yeah, should have pawned the violin instead of the whatever the fuck that machine was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I guess he wanted the drug, right? like, cause, you know, like, Sherlock in the fucking books, I think, just straight up does cocaine and is addicted to cocaine. Something like that. But, like, they can't put that in this game. So they gotta make him some kind of fucking addict.
There is none!
He angry. Get over it, dude.
Mr. Sholmes. What, dear madam, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine.
Yeah, no, this is the replacement for his drugs. Release from this dull routine is definitely like, oh, I want to do some cocaine right now, but the writers can't say that I'm doing cocaine right now. When your performance so bad, you start having substance abuse side effects. Yeah, yeah. They could if they weren't cowards. That's true, but they would also have to up the age rating on the game. But granted, the game has murder already. So... I don't know.
Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think?
What do you mean, Mrs. Otto? Is it in the court record? No, not yet. I just wanted to look at how fucked up it was.
Oh, Susie's right! Yes! The tone of the wood is completely different!
Oh, okay, so it's not a Strad. And, like, the cat didn't fuck up a Strad. Is that what I'm hearing? Listen, I quit violin so fucking long ago, but that would still break my fucking heart. Just say they're making flour.
And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before.
Wait, it's not even the right size, is it?
Oh, what's this?
Oh my god, he's playing a fucking viola! No way!
I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all.
Then what?
I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola.
My god. Not the fucking viola. That's the worst thing he could be playing. Oh my goodness. Who would do this to a man? What? Okay, I think he got over it, guys. He got over it. He's fine now. There's no crack here!
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, are you alright?
You're right! You're quite right! This isn't my faithful Stradivarius! So what? Pray, is this piece of stringed flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then. Yeah, like, I feel like you should have recognized it.
Oh, I see what must have happened.
You do, Iris?
This is just a simple mix-up.
Does he have several violins, one of which being a viola? Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what's happening if we ask her. He can't play and get good. It's a different instrument. A viola is basically just a lower pitched violin. Like, memes aside, it's basically just like a bigger, lower violin. But violin players like to like a meme within the violin community is that violas are like devil shit. Like that's for like lowly people that can't play violins. A bass violin, sort of? I would say a cello is more of a bass violin. It's like rather than bass, it would be more like comparable to saying that a violin is a soprano and a viola is a tenor, you know? Cause like a bass is a bass is a bass, but like, yeah, mix up. Viola and violin do feel different to play. I mean, yeah, it's big. He can't get good. Well, it's not violin. It's not even his instrument, so... what did you mean by a mix-up, Iris?
Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Winterbank's until last week. At the pawnbrokers?
Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved music partner. There is a proverb from the East with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. He's fine now. So because he's just like, oh, it's not me. It's just that I was touching a viola and that made me sound like absolute dog shit. Always let a beloved child travel.
Yes, indeed.
So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth? Or did you do that just for money? Same family, different playstyle. DDR and PIU. Yeah. Side effects wore off. Yeah.
Oh, what a wonderful idea.
Last week I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instruments. But it would appear Mr. Winterbank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. Is it timber or is it timbre? I don't know. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Pshaw! A fine state of affairs this is, and why I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust a pawnbroker! They will try to fiddle you every time. But you said... But earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbrokery as an extremely secure vault. Listen. He has ADHD. He changes his mind. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, dilly-dallying will get you nowhere! Sorry? Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect?
Refreshing your coffee so obtusely? What the fuck are even all of these words, bro? What the fuck is fressing? What the fuck is fressing, bro? Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced? We must visit Mr. Winterbank's brokery at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Sholmes? Precisely, Miss Susato, without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. My English breakfast. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to fresh your egg ever more obtusely. Eating without restraint, devouring. Oh, I fresh my meals every goddamn day. Alright, say no more, let's go then.
Don't worry, Bruno. I'd be happy to heat it up for you again later.
Oh, thank you, Iris.
I'm going to use my heat ray. It will obliterate it, but it will be warm.
As it happens, I am rather curious to see what the British pawnbrokers looks like. Fressing is gluttony. Me. Let's go to Baker Street first. Oh, it's literally right there? Wait, what? What the fuck? It's right there. It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office. Still can't quite believe it. Never expected things would turn out like this.
Oh, I know. To actually be sharing accommodation. Oh, I know. To be actually be sharing accommodation with the world's greatest detective.
Iris.
If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret.
Please don't, like, oh my god. Susato, do not fucking Maya yourself. I swear to god. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course. Look at all the different things in the window of the shop.
Ah, that's Winterbank's, the pawnbrokery.
Looks much smarter than a pawnbroker's in Japan, doesn't it?
Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally.
Reminds me of tearfully parting with my favorite fountain pen. Felt so miserable.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruhodo.
Also, it's a pen. Pen people be like that, though. It's just a building. Listen, they're tourists. Alright, what kind of... Oh my god, it's the Ferrari logo. Before Ferrari existed, I think, maybe. I don't know. It's April? We got some weird dolls. We got some little statues. We got a hat. Oh, I like that hat. Can I get that hat? I want the hat. We got a bunch of fucking clocks. That's too many clocks. Who the fuck is bringing their clocks in? Lots of plates. So, this is a British pawnbrokery.
Oh my! There are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before.
Ah, Susato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. Can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this.
Oh yes! I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me.
Susato is the professional tourist.
My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure.
And clearly, Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the sparks of fury in his eyes, and you know the ready to fight, shadow boxing that he's doing. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, sir. Welcome back.
Did you hear that brazen welcome?
Well, yeah, we are potential customers after all. You immediately thought of the skeleton ears? He's on crack again. At least he's not down, you know?
We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo, and it's time to inform Mr. Winterbank of our hire. Come! The fight is afoot!
It's not the saying. Sholmes is about to fucking, like, kill a man. Here, you wanna look at my armband? Fuck. Mr. Winterbank, about this.
Let me see. I'll give you 2 for it.
No, I don't want to pawn it.
Oof.
It's priceless in my heart. He looks familiar. I don't think we've seen him. Yeah, but the violin, man. This man looks fake. As do a lot of Ace Attorney characters.
Naturally, you will recall this from which I retrieved from you some days ago.
Yes.
This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, you Mr. Winterbank. The color of the wood is different, it has holes in it, it's not even the same size. A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes.
That you didn't notice? He looks like he's made out of clay. Well, he looks like a friend, alright? I'm sure he won't be murdered or be a murderer, right? Right?
I'm so very sorry, sir! How utterly unforgivable of me, an inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends.
Oh, there he goes. Some Paul Blo- What?
What the fuck? I shall have to take my own life. Sir!
Sir, we just need the right violin. You don't need to fucking do that, sir. What the fuck? Hello?
I don't think that will be necessary, do you?
You looked away for 1 second. He ran to his desk, grabbed a gun, and pointed it at his head in 1 second. Slow the fuck down, dude! What the fuck? Oh, this dude is so fucking dead. Someone's gonna shoot him with his own gun and make it look like suicide, I swear to God.
If I may just say one thing before I pop off.
Oh, pop off, King.
Yes.
It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day. I believe.
What the so it's not even your fault! Please put the gun down!
Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, here it is.
You did?
I love the poses!
And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir.
So it was your fucking fault in the first place, then. Again. God damn it.
However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me! Sir! No! Stop, my dear fellow! The fault is mine!
Sir! What the fuck? Every single character here is so fucking stupid. No, Iris is a genius, okay? She's just 10.
It would appear that the fight is over.
I do humbly apologize, Mr. Winterbank. Evidently my questionable disposition participated precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Herlock Sholmes without that questionable disposition now, would you? Oof.
I do believe you may be right, sir.
It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. Thank you.
You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past. I don't even know how you fit that machine through my door. Actually, I think you left scratches on my door.
Oh, peculiar items?
In the extreme, ma'am. For example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work. The novels of Herlock Sholmes, or some such.
Oh my! A new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I have yet to read, you mean?
Ah, forgive me!
Wait, before you die, you must tell me more! Like, Susato's like, I don't care if you die. Please tell me about that manuscript. I need to fucking know.
What the fuck?
I must know more. Tell me everything.
Wow, Susato-san is really fired up now.
Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof?
Well, one day the gentleman here brought an old metal chest, you see.
I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Winterbank.
For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir, not a farthing more.
It houses something of great value indeed. The latest manuscript recounting the adventures of one Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript?
Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here.
Does he have the gun again? We never took it away from him. You just put it in his pocket.
And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom.
Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this, or have you just forgotten entirely?
I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings securely.
Of course, sir, of course. The safe and sound with me, I assure you on my life.
Sir! He's gonna die and the murderer's gonna be him. He has awful fucking trigger safety too. Like, his finger is fully on that fucking trigger, bro. This is all very strange. I wonder, could I ask you something?
Gentleman from the east, I see.
Did you not notice me before?
Yes, that sable suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull.
Okay, fucking rude. Sorry?
Aha! But for your splendid attire, ma'am, 5 guineas, no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic, Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say.
Oh my, 5 guineas, you say?
Well, yeah, but do you wear any other clothes, Susato?
How interesting.
Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokeries are used rather like banks here in London.
Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you describe. I appraise their items and then offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure stowage. If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned. But what happens if they don't pay you the money? Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me. What about the gun? So you sell items before the 2 months has passed then? Oh, you never sell items. That's right, ma'am, that's right, which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all.
Bruh.
The very idea, Mr. Winterbank, is an absurdity. Don't fucking kill yourself. People are just going to steal my stuff. One should never talk of one's demise so casually.
Says the man who was telling us all it was a good day to die only this morning.
And let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs.
Oh, what sort of measures?
I engineered a simple device which Mr. Winterbank has installed here in the shop.
Wait, you can engineer? Wait, you're smart, actually?
I call it the red-handed recorder.
Or did you just come up with the idea and then Iris made it? The violin Sholmes took, was it a secure item or a for sale item? I assume a for sale item if he just like saw it out on the shelves and was like, oh, there it is, yoink.
Is that not so, Mr. Winterbank?
What was that deep sigh about? Red-handed recorder. Wait, like video exists already? What on earth is a red-handed recorder?
Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are two just below the ceiling.
He totally has to pay for that. Yeah, probably.
I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop.
Oh, so it takes a photo every 30 minutes. So there's a 30-minute interval in which people can just take shit. That's what I'm hearing?
Here, I have an example I can show you. Ah, yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive, it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness.
How? Really? That's extraordinary. Is there a flash on that, or what?
Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it, look.
It records you and catches you red-handed. If you happen to be there at the time that it actually takes the picture, you know? Like, there's a whole 30-minute window where you're not being recorded for shit.
So you see, was summoned to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. But did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear madam. Then what if the incident were to occur in between times? One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate. Sucks to suck, if you will.
Hold on. I gotta drink some fizzy water. It's not champagne. I don't like that shit. It's strawberry flavored.
I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause for distress of late. I beg your pardon, Mr. Winterbank, surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. Because I am a genius. It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all.
You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just, like, swallowed... I was eating candy, earlier and I swallowed like candy juice into my windpipe. So I've been just like coughing it out every once in a while.
Which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day.
Finally ate the lollipop? No. This lollipop is for show, not for getting.
I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbroker, no?
Are you paying for it? Sholmes?
My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heaven help us.
I like how he's got that southern lawyer, like napkin to wipe himself with. Oh, there's the Strad.
Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Ah, the very thing! Thank you, Mr. Winterbank! Perhaps this might mark the end of your peculiar items you try to pop, then, Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer.
I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Most notably yourself.
Fear not!
Sorry?
I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed.
Oh, that's not really what I meant. Mr. Winterblank, put down the gun!
Good day to you then, Mr. Winterbank. It's been a pleasure, as always, Mr. Sholmes.
Has it been? You have a gun to your head.
So, Mr. Nuthuddle, now we can explore at last.
Hell yeah. Gong.
Look at this, what could this lovely big shiny box be?
Sanest cashier.
That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country. Oh my! Yes, but we've certainly never seen one so large before. Shall we listen a while?
Cute. I don't know what that theme is. It's probably some British shit.
Ah, what a sublime sound. It's like the music of angels.
I've never heard anything like it before in my life.
This particular specimen is of the larger variety commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. My goodness, what a simply delightful machine. Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it, Susato.
What an assortment of things there are on these shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine.
Gotta love some music boxes? I love music boxes.
Those are forfeited items offered for sale by the pawnbroker.
What does that really mean, though? It means they didn't pay their shit after 2 months. If they want it, they buy it back. But it's up for sale. Anyone could grab it.
When you pawn, or colloquially, pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth.
He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale, at a price of his choosing. Oh yeah, now that you've explained it, I've noticed little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by saying the agreed interest on the loan, one can or paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. That's what I do with the manuscripts. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. I don't want to. My treasured university uniform, never! It embodies my student spirit! So, I mean, but you're a full lawyer now. Right now, Sky. What's this?
Now, what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does?
It seems to have two little windows for looking through.
Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope.
A who's what's it now?
A stereoscope? Fascinating. It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed.
Isn't that the point of the machine? Oh, it's like a magic eye machine. Oh, it's like a magic eye thing. Okay.
However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright then, I'm going to try it.
Whoa.
Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, you must see! At once!
Oh, alright then. Why? So I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. Okay? Let's see. I'm pretty good at these. Oh shit, she poppin'. She poppin'. That's crazy. I'm pretty good at magic eye shit, so it's pretty easy for me, but... Chat, did you get it? Do you see it? What the? I don't believe it. It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it.
Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic?
What?
It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Probably in the middle of the trial, for whatever reason.
Oh. Yeah, I love those magic eye things. I'm sure that's relevant. That's gonna be relevant. I don't know what the fuck else is gonna be relevant. Music box, maybe? Maybe these clocks? Yeah, no, I can't look at them, though. Hello. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th April, today's date.
Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar.
The entire damn shop's gonna be relevant. Yeah, I'm sure someone's gonna get fucking murdered here.
Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date.
The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Winterbank. What does that mean? That sounds like an insult. And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before?
Well, when the agreed storage period was passed without repayment, articles were forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say.
Sorry, hold on. Okay.
Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job.
Interesting. That's probably gonna be relevant, yeah. What about this trumpet or horn above it? What about these fucking cacti? Oh, you can't see the cacti. I'm covering up the cacti, but the thing's not showing up anyway, so it's not relevant. Fuck is this thing?
Look at this. Whatever could it be used for?
No idea.
Ah! There's a small catch just here, look.
We're gonna open it, aren't we? Oh shit.
Oh my, that's amazing. It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism.
Which we'll never manage to put back the way it was before? Feels bad.
What are you two doing?
What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. Wait, again? Is that another stereoscope? I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. Yeah, we just looked at it, bro. What? Oh, is this...
Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it. The article is barely up.
The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I cannot offer more. Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter.
Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had a proper butcher's at it?
I've seen all I need to see, young girl. Oh, hey. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her.
Oh, yes! It's the young lady from Mr. McGilded's trial 2 months ago.
Hey. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. Oh god, I didn't think I'd have to bring this fucking voice out again. She's a chancer. Earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. She didn't get any jail time for that? Oh! 30-minute reload time, girl. Yep.
Gordon Bennett, you lot!
Who? What the fuck is that?
Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been well.
Hey? What? You remember me then, do ya? Oh, well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure, and you have the same gun.
So, what are you doing in here? Down and out like the rest of us? Nothing to eat? Come to pop that black weasel. Sorry, coat, have ya?
What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? I think it looks slick and nice. Kazuma liked it.
Ah, good day. Unless I'm much mistaken. You would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Ah, Mr. Sholmes.
So you have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winterbank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need no help from some stuck-up D.
Is that like a detective?
Get out of my business. Go on, or I'll make trouble for you.
Okay.
As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence.
Okay, bye. He's really done it. He's gone.
I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here.
What is that thing in his, he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc?
And you! Go on! Leave me alone! Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest.
No one getting offended here. Susato-san really can't stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. Hey, girly. You wanna see my armband? Fuck. Would you have a look at, That's strange. Where's my armband gone? What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose. You looking for this? Yes, but how and when? And how again? I got a talent for it, haven't I? Diving. That's bordering on black magic. The girl who shot a smoke grenade in court and got away with it, I guess. And it makes what I was about to say about my armband seem a little dull. So, what do you want to tell me about it then? Nothing. Nothing. Somehow, I didn't really think you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. I mean, she's gotta sell the shit she steals anyway, right? Yeah, well I am, alright? I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it on the dive, didn't she? I mean, yeah. Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase. What? I don't know what the fuck you're saying, girly. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines. You kinda did, you know, say you're a thief. You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruto? Alright then, I'm just gonna come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know best to answer that, really. Yes. Suppose. Sometimes.
You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade?
I mean, yeah. But not this time, alright? I swear! That thing belongs to me! The disc that Mr. Windibank is holding. What the fuck is this thing? Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this.
Mr. Windibank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of little tiny bumps on its surface.
This is a music disc, you see, for use inside a music box.
In a music box? Oh, shit. What? You don't even know what a music box is? You mean still not on too savvy, eh? I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before.
The small protrusions on the middle disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going. Beautiful music plays.
It's so incredible! Tell us, what tune is on this disc?
Well, I don't know. I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There's so many different types of music box, you see. British-made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for.
Ah, I see.
And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny.
I mean, a penny's not bad in, you know, in, ancient times. That's a packet of lies! He told me he did. He said it was, well... He who? Never you mind. It just ain't right, that's all. That disc's worth good money, I know it is.
Oof. Well, then you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you? I'm not entertaining this stupid fantasy.
Ah! Yeah, about Gina herself. Does she come here often? Pawn shit?
She's been in here before, of course, this little tatterdemalion. What?
What the fuck are the words in this goddamn game, man? I see.
And brought some dubious article of clothing with her at every single time, I might add.
Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc she bought in today?
Well, if only it were that simple.
Sorry? What do you mean? British people just say random words sometimes. Yeah, they're not even words. They're just like collections of like... I don't know. Letters. Like symbols.
What she actually brought in was a storage ticket.
Ah, storage ticket, so... Miss Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff. What needs storing. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious.
The article in question would have been fortified at midnight tonight.
Forfeited.
But as she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her.
But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windibank.
The little scamp is wearing it, ma'am. It's the overcoat that she redeemed.
Oh. What? What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. It's a little big.
So what about the disc then? How does that come into all of this?
They say random non-words sometimes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn. If the girl and I agree a price.
Yeah, what about that new article? Tell me all about it. I'm confused. I thought you said Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today.
It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed on it, as you say.
For this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I understand it.
That's right, yes. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets.
Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to several lady? I mean, if you're not gonna be open about your shit, we're gonna end up staring, you know?
Ah, I see, so it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it?
If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am.
Now why the fuck would that music box disc be in the coat? Whose coat is that? Did she steal from someone?
And she immediately tried to pawn it.
For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Give it up! I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would.
Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place?
Well, me? Doubt. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me old man! It's me old man's, ain't it?
Is it Miss Lestrade?
You have parents? And you're still on the street? Yeah, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Real sus. I mean, guys, like, you know, speaking of sus and riz, and other such Gen Alpha words, like, I got jump scared in ZZZ while I was playing it over the weekend because they say sus a lot. like, they say sus a lot, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's like snuck into our general vocabulary. But then I heard Belle say Riz, and I'm like, oh, interesting. Yeah, she said fucking Riz, bro. Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. I lost my shit, yeah. Fucking Riz, sus. Out of my way, please. Who? Who the fuck is this guy? Who's this picture postcard English gentleman? Oh, this guy's definitely a murderer. Definitely. This guy's so fucking sus.
Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen.
What's your problem, eh?
There is no problem as long as you remove yourself.
Oh, yeah, like, maybe like that.
Of a matter to discuss with the proprietor.
And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. What the fuck, dude? Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Hey? Who are you? How do you know who I am? I mean, you did say that in court. I don't think it's a secret anymore. The question is, oh my god. How do you not know who I am? I don't know how I'm feeling about this now. Cause, like, I'm starting to, like, bleed into fucking, like, mobster. Maybe just, like, exhaust. No. If I try to do exhausted posh, I'm just gonna do the Van Zeek's voice. You know, maybe I'll do, like, a higher nasal. You haven't the courtesy even to remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean from you? Broker!
Yes, sir.
I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no?
Yes,
The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my! Now that's a lie! What are you trying to pull? Pull. Kinda based walks in store immediately tells little girl he'll beat her up. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if based is the word I would use, but it is something, for sure. Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say... Oh, what is this theater kid? Any music box discs, too. No! You can't have it! You just can't! It's me old man's, or it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo, they're beefing. This is a very awkward situation. Let's leave. Yeah. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. The gentleman's accusation. Miss Lestrade, is what the gentleman is saying. What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I mean, is it obvious when you steal for a living? I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before.
Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now?
No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Dude, you dress like this and you wonder why you get fucking robbed? The secret to not getting robbed, my man, is to look unrobbable. And this is not it. This looks extremely fucking robbable. Like, dude. Are you kidding me? Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these black scum... Oh. No, back slum. Yeah, okay, Jesus. Fucking spoonerism there. Back slum scoundrels. There's too many fucking letters in there. Sorry, don't cancel me. He just wants to fight people. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Ah!
Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police.
Hold on, why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cove, and you think I'm the dodgy one.
Would that coat even fit on him? I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you.
Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where's the evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it. And never leave a trace. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what?
Evidence.
Evidence that the article Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to the gentleman.
Of course, we need only consult Mr. Windibank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place.
Yes, brilliant!
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Oh?
I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine.
That's bad? But why not?
Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity.
Yes, I see. But then how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it?
Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question?
Of course, it's... Book Professor. Professor?
Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt.
Sus. A watchword? Interesting. He could have just looked at your fucking book, though, right? Professor Edgeworth. That's not until tomorrow. That's not until tomorrow. Edgeworth comes tomorrow. Watchwords. So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windibank.
As I just explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why. Certain customers would like to keep their activities secret.
He's fucking around. Wait, you can't see it because I'm blocking it. Hold on. Look at him. Here, chat, you're covering him up too. Look at him. Look at this fucking guy. Oh, what the hell? He's having fun. He's just like me. He's just like me for real, for real. Now let me move everything back. Ah. There we go. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it?
Great detectives have no dark secrets, none at all.
Doubt.
Well, yes, well. Anyways, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. Except it's a very obvious, word that you can just see. From my book. It's right there.
That's the ledger, right? Unless he keeps it on a separate, paper. Oh, shit, I turned on autoplay.
The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword.
And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article?
That's right, sir, yes. Just as soon as the requisite fee is paid.
Okay, then she should have... Then she knew the fucking word, right? And she said it? And I have supplied you with the information you require already, but for the avoidance of doubt. The article in question is an overcoat deposited 2 months ago on 15th February. With a watchword of Professor.
All perfectly correct information, sir.
But how? Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Okay, so he gives them the thing after they say the watchword, but she had to have known the watchword. And how would she know that if she just stole the ticket off this guy? Explain that. Ah. Oops. Picture postcard gentleman. Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you savages. Tatterdemalion, ragged or disreputable in appearance. Interesting. So, in tatters, I guess, is from that. Unless the tatterdemalion comes from tatters. No fucking clue. Oh, sorry. Yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh, yes. Japan. I've heard talk of the place. How they're... savages. Its inhabitants lived on some fiery brown-colored soup, dressed up with exotic spices. What? Huh? You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theatrical gesticulation about? Man, Rinosuke's studying his English, because who the fuck uses gesticulation, bro? Further back than you thought? Oh, oof. Perhaps. Anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes, Rinosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really.
My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant.
I see. My name is Benedict. Yes. Eggert Benedict. That cannot be real. That's very Ace Attorney, but that cannot be fucking real. That can't be fucking real. This is a fucking alias, right? He, hesitated. Eggert Benedict? 100% made it up on the spot. I do not believe this fucking bitch. Enchanté. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is suspicious. Now to the matter at hand. What the fuck? Who are you? Why do you do this? What is with the people in this game? They're either JoJo posing or they're like theater gesticulating. My overcoat, return it at once to someone with the style to carry it off. Ah, every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. Is that a fucking... oh, I forget the name of the fucking band. Journey? Is that a Journey reference? Every move you make... Oh wait, is it the Police? I forget who. Every breath you take, every smile you fake, every I'll be watching you. This is just an evil theater rich kid. Yeah. There was that, like, they never went back to it, but there was that, like, clown-looking bitch that we saw in the last case. Like, Oberon, King of the Fairies ass bitch. I bet they've got something happening. He looks fake, but in a different way than the pawnbroker's sort of fake. It's intriguing. He looks like doll fake, you know, like Ken doll fake. Like, Windibank looks like a clay golem. And, Eggs Benedict looks like a fucking, like, Ken doll fake.
So let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Egget Benedict, sir.
With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. The coat doesn't match your hat. That's my evidence. Like, that's not your coat because that coat does not match your hat, you know? This is why I hate grown-ups. Just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. Well... And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker.
But of course, sir, here's the disc for you.
Just this one?
Pardon, sir?
I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another. Oh. Okay. I'm starting to see how this works out. I'm starting to see it now. Wait, it was deposited 2 months ago. That's also when the McGilded case happened. So are people using the pawnbrokery as, like, a means of, like, undercover trading kind of shit? Like the smuggling of shit? I don't know. Like, if you need to sell drugs, you just put it in, like, a baggie inside a pair of shoes in a shoebox. And then you give it to the broker and make sure that the drugs aren't very obvious to find. And then the broker's like, okay, I'll give you this much money. And then the broker keeps it in the vault, and then someone else comes to, like, you know, get the thing with the receipt. Interesting. Rich man conspiracy. It's gotta be money laundering. Somehow. Somehow! Maybe McGilded... Oh, you know, it is a rich man conspiracy because maybe it has to do with McGilded, you know? Another disc.
Oh, oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now.
So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you? Says who, eh? I don't know nothing about it. I ain't seen shit. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. What? What are you talking about? Wait a minute! That disc is mine! Oh shit! She fucking assaulted him! Ah! What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal!
Oh my! Yes, there's blood on the disc!
Oh, that's gonna be relevant later. Because of all those sharp little bumps. That man must have scratched his finger on them.
I found it first, alright? I mean, it belonged to me, it belonged to me old man!
So you're not having it? Oi, you take it! Me? If I hang on to it, they'll have it off me again. So you keep hold of it. Miss Lestrade, why is this disc so important to her? Music box disc has been entered into the court record. You there in the black livery. Hold on. Before you steal it back from me, I gotta look. We got blood. Look at all the little bumps on the discs. They're so tiny.
Yes, the protrusions are called pins, and they pluck the teeth of the comb to make notes. And just on the edge, there's a small amount of blood.
Yeah, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Eggert Benedict.
When Miss Lestrade tried to grab the disc from him, the pin scratched his fingers, it seems. Like when you're grating some daikon radish and accidentally catch your finger.
Oof. Ouch. Just thinking about it hurts and puts me off eating radish. Okay, but what's in the back? Oh! Fuck to say. Oh shit, for McGilden, no shit! Oh fuck, I was right. He's fucking involved in this. Why is she lying for him? Like, why was she, like, trying to hide his shit in the first place anyway? What the fuck? Hello?
Oh, there's a little scrap of paper stuck onto the reverse side of the disc, look. And a scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name. For McGilded.
Family relations? Maybe. Rich people tend to be related. McGilded? It couldn't be.
But it is, Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live.
But why? Why is his name on this? Music box disc's information's been updated.
What the fuck?
That's not like a letter, it's just like a for you. Hand that disc to me at once, please.
No, don't! He's lying! Grown-ups are all liars!
I'm also a grown-up. What do I do now? How am I gonna resolve this? Wow, Miss Lestrade is really looking daggers at that mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. Jesus, look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. And we'll have to do something quickly before this mysterious gentleman leaves to fetch the police or something. Mr. Windibank is clearly at a loss here. We have to do something about this before he reaches for that revolver of his. Oh god. Please don't. You know what? You know, Herlock, you fucking take it. I don't want it. Mr. Sholmes? What are you examining with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see.
So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo.
Sorry? What if you just leave?
After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me.
Yeah, I think he's, guys, I think he's in withdrawal again.
So feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo? But how could you? He is a puppy in need of attention, yeah. I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. Oh, he's so fucking funny. God damn. You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Sholmes. I feel simply awful for you. He's so pathetic, guys. I love him. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Oh, okay, I think he's gotten over it, guys. Oh, surely you're not about to tell us that you've solved the entire case once again. My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized? How much could I pawn it for? I don't know, I'd give you like 2 pennies for it. Seems Mr. Sholmes had another of his flashes of inspiration. And who knows if it'll help to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Ugh, fine. Half a penny, yeah. Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear that you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where the blue blazes have you been, eh? Pardon? When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help. Straight away, not an hour later. Harsh. You told him to fuck off. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Eggert Benedict. No, that's me. You can't also be Eggert Benedict. That's my fake name. You have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities around your person. Nevertheless, there are 2 immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you could not, you have not yet revealed. Ugh. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Oh shit. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? How? He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. Maybe his name is Eggert. Shit. 2 posers finally face off. This is an episode of JoJo. It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction. Once again, he never has! Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Sherlock Sholmes logic and reasoning spectacular. Time to dance! Here we fucking go. Mystery Man's Aim. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocketeer, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. There's a little dog on the, like, in a picture frame on the counter. I like it. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different.
as revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. What? The piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. Oh shit. AG. Ags Genedict. Interesting. You're going to kiss him. I think Rob has dibs. The cane which you unwittingly clutched your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I've had this cane for years! The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, missing ferrule! What? Dude, you were so close! You were literally looking at it! Are you kidding me? Are you fucking with me, Sholmes? Bro. Is this, like, he's so stupid. He was looking at it. God damn. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of the stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all! Oh. You've recoiled, sir. I heard something rip. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. It's a beating cane. You're a cop! Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. Hey, yo. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, Newsdy? Yeah, he's just, like, Mr. Eggs is just, like, wow, is this guy fucking stupid? But of course, as I said, there is no, this is no walking cane. No, that rod. Is the broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here. It's a crochet hammer. I think you mean croquette. Like croquet? Croquette? I know one of them, like, one of them is the sport. And one of them is the pastry. And I don't know which is which. Was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you've conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. Are you stupid? Is he dumb? Great crime. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel. What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? What the fuck? Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? Say, for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is ample reason!
As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor.
He's not digging.
The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn.
No, he's looking at the gun, I guess?
This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road.
This madness has entered the sewers now, has it?
By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway that flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite.
This is so fucking stupid. He's like, yeah. Like, I'm gonna dig into a pawnbroker shop. Just like while he's there, you know, like casually chill, you know? And then I'm gonna go into the pipe. I don't know, like, you know, the shovel is probably strong enough. My broken shovel is probably strong enough to like dig through the pipe. And then I go into the sewers. I go through the sewers. And then I go into the bank from the sewers. And it'll be so sick. And I'll be so rich. What are you... Like, genuinely, what the fuck are you talking about?
In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels.
Master plan? Are you stupid? Are you daft?
Which brings us to the last, at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank?
Are you quite serious?
Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us what we need to know.
A postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you quite lost me. Like, seriously, like, since the beginning of this fucking scheme. What the hell?
Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. We are going to be France. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of the road.
Pardon? Yeah, he's gonna target that next, Sholmes. Thanks.
Yes, the considerable crime you've been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of the bank, the special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please.
You just... Oh my god. He's so fucking stupid. This is why they have NDAs! So this guy doesn't fucking yap! Oh my god. I can't. He's so fucking dumb.
This thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle.
Man. All that, like, lack of human contact really fucked him up. Really fucked him up. Mr. Sholmes.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo. An impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness, would you not agree?
He's fucked up. He's fucked up. I'm crying. I'm fucking crying, bro. Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in the vault?
Indeed.
though few know of its existence. It is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. And now I've said it to a potential criminal! Hooray! Gregson told me in the strictest confidence.
He shouldn't have.
But you just announced it to everyone here, rather loudly, in fact.
Ah. And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it?
There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal!
What?
But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vaults? If he is a criminal, as you said. Then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret.
Oh. Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windibank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all.
Oh my life, I assure you I'm not so unscrupulous.
Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care. This is why we have NDAs. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them, and once the word is out, it's out.
Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes.
An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo, an excellent idea!
God, he's so fucking stupid, but he's so fucking hot. The world is unfair. Why are stupid people so, like, funny and attractive, you know?
Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape.
Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. Of Herlock Sholmes' magnificent logic and reasoning spectacular.
Here we go. My turn. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes.
First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocketeer, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the streets. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, that which brought you to the shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer.
Nah. So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor.
Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road.
Just go to a manhole. Are you stupid?
But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he?
No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. The question is where? Where did Mr. Benedict... What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time? Oh, hello. The fuck does this say?
Oh! Look at all the scribbled notes on the back of the flyer here.
I don't believe it!
What is it?
Listen to what it says. Name Gina Lestrade, height 5'2". Oof. Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrade.
Goodness!
There's even a sketch of her, hat and all. That's a really good sketch. Although, if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure.
And look, the details of the shop have been written down here too. Windibank's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street. Redemption deadline 15th April.
Which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper?
Take that!
It deserves. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade.
Quite so, my dear fellow. I have not seen it. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket Miss Lestrade.
Maybe when he's doing this little song and dance, he sees everything on the stage, you know?
And to Mr. Winterbank's pawnbrokery here.
Ah. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you.
But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie.
It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Winterbank's pawnbrokery, and today the redemption deadline of that overcoat.
So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you've gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions.
Still don't know how he does the spotlight thing. Every Ace Attorney game has, like, magic powers. You know? Like, in Ace Attorney 1, it's Maya's spirit medium shit. And that, like, persists through most of the games, you know? Well, most of the, like, the two trilogies, at least. Actually, no, it mostly shows up in the first trilogy. And I think she does it, like, once in the second. But, like, yeah, there's spirit medium shit. There's the Magatama in Justice for All. And then the Magatama's used in fucking Trials and Tribulations, too. I don't think they added any new magic shit. And then Apollo Justice has his... Apollo has his cool eye thing where his eyes bulge out and freaks everyone out in the courtroom. Athena has her, you know, magic psychology shit that's just like, they're happy, they're shocked, they're sad, they're surprised, which is really funny. Like, happy, what was it? Happy, mad, sad, and surprised, I think. Yeah, but she has, like, super mega hearing, and she's like, I hear your heart, or whatever, and I hear, like, the emotion, or whatever, in your voice. And then, Spirit of Justice was just like, yeah, let's put all of it in there. Let's put Apollo's eye thing, let's put Athena's, like, psychology thing, let's put, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Maya does the spirit medium thing in that game. Oh yeah, she does. She summons the fucking dude. The fucking victim of the case. But yeah, like, Ace Attorney is full of magic. So, like, the fact that this game actually has very little magic is crazy. Like, Sholmes doing his spotlight thing, I think, is magic.
The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction.
What utter rot! I've had this cane for years!
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing ferrule.
Nah. What's a ferrule?
It's the metal cap commonly found on the end of cane, Mr. Naruhodo.
Ah, the bit that makes the nice clacking sound on the pavement. I don't like the metal ones. I like the rubber ones better. Because, you know, it doesn't sound...
Yes, exactly, and Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane.
But it doesn't actually look broken, does it?
No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious.
In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. Yeah, the secret is that his name is actually Ags Genedict. Look here, Mrs. Otto. There's some letters on the handle.
Ah, yes, those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names.
So Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean?
That's right. And the initials on this cane, obviously.
Oh. AG. Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? I don't know, maybe because his name isn't fucking AG?
Take that!
The initialing! The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initialing.
A most astute observation, would you say, Mr. Eckert Benedict? We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet in the most possessive manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree?
No, you're wrong. This cane isn't... You said before that you'd had that cane for years. Ah! So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. The rip. Did he rip the fucking coat?
You recoil, sir. Something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding this riddle you see.
Bruh. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. Miss Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat, and now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him.
But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. So what do we need to do here? What we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him.
He ripped it. Yep, there it is.
Oh, the seam on his shoulder there is coming apart, look.
So it is. Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise for the second time. Sounded a bit like a tiny growl. Okay, no it didn't. It sounded like fabric ripping. You've heard that. You have fabric on.
But now I think it was probably the sound of his seam ripping open.
If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and he wouldn't have a hope of fastening it at the front. If he were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart.
That I'd like to see.
What, so we can strip? You're a fucking pervert, Susato. Sorry?
So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around?
She's really giving this some thought. Make him run for his life by threatening a Susato takedown.
Take that!
Oop. The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Ah!
Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit.
Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart.
My suspicions were aroused from the outset.
Were they? Were they?
When you so boldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket.
Ah!
This catalogue of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Winterbank.
Ah! God, what a fucking drama bitch.
But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed.
Now he's gonna make some shit up. To abscond with a redeemed item. Imagine being too poor to afford a tailor. Feels bad. I mean, it's not his fucking coat, so he's just pretending it was. Yeah, stealing from a thief. The lowest of the low.
Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue.
He's not even stealing from the rich, you know?
For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning.
This is utterly absurd.
You suggest that I, a gentleman, designed a wheeze to filch some tawdry article of ponage. Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the proper manner using the watchword?
Stop.
Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place, how could I possibly have known the relevant details, n'est-ce pas?
I hope I said that right. I don't know how to do French. I took 2 years of French, and then my French teacher died.
Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
Let us consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to the pawned property of another.
I like how the story has fully changed, but the... like, everything else is good. Everything else is fine. Like, the animations are completely the same.
The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think.
Yeah, no more talk of tunneling into the sewers. Which is a pity, because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword.
Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Windibank would never allow you to redeem the article.
Or looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Windibank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. Why is there a picture of a cat on the table? You see that? Meow. Look at it. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? Probably. The fuck? The revolver. I just want to look at it. This is Mr. Windibank's gun.
Yes, loaded with only one bullet, he said. It would appear that being a pawnbroker is a very life-or-death profession.
That might just be this particular establishment. He's very fucking strange. Old lamp. This looks to be quite an old lamp.
It's obviously been well looked after, and there's oil on it too.
In other words, it's still in use.
Yes, it would appear so. But as for how it could be related to Mr. Benedict knowing the watchword for the pawned article, I have no idea.
What if Wendy only uses, like, the same 4 passwords? Maybe. I mean, I was under the assumption that the fucking, the person leaving the shit is the one that comes up with the watchword, you know? That makes 2 of us. Skull. Notelet. Look at this, Mrs. Otto.
Ah, it appears to be a memo for, that Mr. Windibank has scribbled to himself.
Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor. Mr. Windibank must make a note of the watchwords his customers give him right before their eyes. And in alarmingly clear script as well.
Oh dear. I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see?
Well, I mean, how did he know which one, though? Did he just guess? There's like so many of them on there.
Take that!
Boop! The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn.
Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article.
He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a notelet he has to hand. Oh, he has on hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. Oh, okay. Wait. He can't just remember a single word that they say and then check his fucking book for it? Dementia, I guess. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. Prawnbroker. That's a good character, huh? A prawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade. In all likelihood, you followed her inside, then observed her talking to Mr. Windibank. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as is his common practice, you observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. Oh, okay. So he was just literally here. So she did know it. So why did he assume that it was the guy's and not hers? What the hell? This is bullshit, bro. Prawn like the shrimp. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawned article from the young Miss Lestrade. Master plan? Which brings us to at last, to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box disc. But naturally, you had very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. Nah. The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc that was in one of the pockets. Which, according to Mr. Windibank, isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruhodo. Could we, really? Better have a thorough look through all the evidence we've collected so far. Oh, you mean the one piece of evidence that we've collected?
Take that!
Fuck you talking about?
You see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know.
What's that on the back?
It reads for McGilded. Ah!
Ha tippity tappity too.
Mr. Magnus McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. I don't think there's anything wrong with that man. Surely an upstanding member of society. I'm sure he pays all of his taxes. A prominent man in London, though his loan mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Well, he's dead now, so fuck you. Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature. In fact, he was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you've squeezed yourself into. Ah! Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Eggert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today... Boom. Woo! Was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. Ah!
You're so fucking dramatic. You're like built to be an Ace Attorney villain, dude. To acquire an item deposited by Mr. McGilded.
Deduction complete! We did it!
Theater gays win again. No, that was theater gay on theater gay violence.
Well, well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances. Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Miss Usato. Well, according to Mr. Winterbank, what Mr. Winterbank told us earlier, today was the final day on which the code could have been redeemed, was it not?
Theater gay derogatory versus theater gay beloved. Exactly. You get it. You get it.
Yes, ma'am, this is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited.
Well, today is 15th of April, so 2 months ago today.
Would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger.
You don't count the fact that February has, like, so little days?
Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I see.
What? But that suggests...
Yes, 15th February is precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. At 10:30 in the evening is precisely the time at which the terrible events were unfolding.
Oh, fuck. Oh god, I hope I don't have the sniffles. It doesn't feel like I do, but I keep sniffling.
Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence.
You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However... Okay! I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. Sir! What is with the volume of guns in this fucking shop, bro? Can you chill? Can you fucking chill? How many guns, man? It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. Ah, what do I do? Nuh-uh! There's some things a man must protect at all costs. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not. Oh, damn! Oh, shit! Mr. Winterbank!
This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life.
Sir, you only have one bullet. Please shoot the fucking guy. Shoot the guy, don't shoot yourself. Please. Mr. Winterbank, no. Alright, that's enough. Who? Oh.
All right, that's enough.
Inspector Gregson. Inspector. Winterbank, you were so close to being my fave. I know, it wouldn't have been so fucking epic if he'd been like, fuck you, this is my shop. Boom. He kills him. One bullet. All that's needed. Inspector?
That's right, sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now what's all this about, eh?
Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment. Oh, at least he called the cops. It would seem you have the upper hand.
Right, you lot, I got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy.
Petty? Mr. Winterbank very nearly met his end.
Yeah, by his own hand.
Yeah, by his own gun as far as I can tell.
Is this the voice I gave him? I don't think it was this gruff. Argy-bargy.
Yeah, by his own gun as far as I can tell. Oh dear. An Earl of Bryn could meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on.
What? What on earth is the case, Inspector?
Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter. It's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station.
French fry. But of course, Inspector.
Ah! He's getting away! Get after him, lads! Whistle the beat officer, too!
Sir! Bruh. He did a fucking theater twirl and then he left. What the fuck? What the fuck are you guys doing here? There's like 5 of you at least. And you couldn't catch one fucking theater gay? I guess they do walk fast. Fish and chips? Nah, it's just chips.
There's been a spate of thefts at pawn shops around here recently. So we fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble.
Don't you all have guns? No, sorry. The gun ratio in this room was already, like, exceeded, you know? Windibank has a gun, the criminal has a gun, but the police, God forbid, would never have a gun.
Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in mourning.
Yes. What, just because I'm dressed in black? This is my school uniform.
I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGilded's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over.
Oh, yes, of course.
No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is, mine.
I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now.
As evidence?
If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector.
Ah.
And so, we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to Inspector Gregson, and were summarily turfed out the shop and onto the street. Wait, we're not to be continuing here, huh?
We are?
Bro. But there's still investigation left to do. Oh. You know, I would... Yeah, I have no idea. Like, what the fuck is Sholmes and the Inspector a part of? They're part of the yard, I think. But, like... I don't know. Like... I can't fucking believe he got away. There's no fucking shot, bro. What the hell? How the fuck? How the fuck? And we haven't even seen a murder yet. How has the case started? Where's the murder? Okay. I would continue playing. However, I have more Ace Attorney to voice tomorrow. And if I kill my throat today, it's fucking Jover for me. It's fucking Jover for me, okay? So I will save the rest of this investigation for next week. Yeah, real. Yeah, so let me just save. No, stop. No! Stop talking! She hates grown-ups. That's crazy. I just wanted to go back to the start. Ugh. But yeah, like, who the fuck is murdered? I would like to believe it's not Windibank, because, like, he very nearly almost shot a bitch. Maybe it'll be self-defense. Maybe someone's gonna come in. Maybe Eggert Benedict's gonna come in. Like, try to steal some shit from the pawnbroker, and then Mr. Windibank shoots him dead. Yeah, but that wouldn't be a very interesting case now, would it? Who the fuck's gonna die? Well, either way, I think whoever dies, I'm gonna bet that Gina's gonna be our defendant. That just seems like, because I kind of doubt Windibank would be our defendant. And like, who the fuck else would we be defending? You know? Could be Susato. What if we end up defending Egg Boy? No, he's established as a bad guy. He pointed a gun at us. There's zero fucking chance. There's fucking zero chance. There's fucking zero chance. No, but like, what the fuck is the connection? Like, with Gina and, like, the McGilded shit. Like, I know he got her out of the trolley so she wouldn't get suspected of murder, but I feel like she wouldn't be loyal to him. Because I think he's, like, a scummy guy, right? Like, the fuck? I don't understand. I don't understand where this fucking game's gonna go. And how the fuck are we wrapping it up in one case? I guess we're not, huh? I guess the story just continues in Resolve? It's a long-ass fucking Ace Attorney game, man. I say about to start another 2-part fucking Ace Attorney game tomorrow. Fuck me, dude. Wild shit. It would be funny if fucking Windibank just shot him dead. Oh wait, no, you're talking about Egg Boy being our defendant. It would be kind of funny, but also kind of weird. I guess it depends. If they have a redemption arc for Egg Boy, I kind of doubt it though. But yeah, I'll end it here. I'll be back with Ace Attorney, but a different one tomorrow. It'll be Edgeworth, my boy. Yeah, best of luck to my vocal cords. Yep, I hope so. Yeah, but Edgeworth, my beloved. I start Investigations tomorrow. I love you. I have played Investigations 1. I have not played Investigations 2. But it's been like so fucking long since Investigations 1 that I've forgotten like most of it. So it'll be a fun game. Let's fucking go. Alright. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.